Hi, Monkyvers. Hi, welcome to Emotional Wellness with your favorite host, Ari. Yay! Okay, first of all, let me introduce myself to you. As you might know, or you don't know, I have a video called My Life that I really post a whole 1 hour video. But I'm trying to be this quick and short so you won't get bored of me telling you my life. I passed through trauma, a lot of illness, psychological illness as well. I passed through dependency to any type of things. Most of them were emotionally, but once I take charge of me, once I take over my energy, I really start to believe again in myself. Hi, I will explain the reason and I will give a little a little pause to the video so I can explain why a lot of these things happen while in a relationship or being a gold digger with a person that is actually a person who gives the money, but like I will explain the reason why it happened, okay? Yes, I need to bring this little table. This is also for your kid, little kid that is watching, a little girl. I don't know the genders, but like let's explain this with people, okay? Okay. Well, person A, okay, and person B. Okay, this is person A and person B. Well, person A gives or wins like per month, like 100K per month. It's different when somebody wins like 1K per month. Okay, so the difference that they have is basically the perception. So meanwhile, this person wins like 100K, they give probably, I don't know, 10,000 like to the partner that they have. Pay attention. These people were like, oh my gosh, 8%, I feel so like grateful. Of course, you need to feel grateful, but like the perception is glorifying because person A have the conception that they are gold diggers. So basically, they think that it's too much, whatever. But like in the mind of them, this is just 1% what they can have, and not always we need to reach for money all the time in relations because at the end of the day, person A didn't give themselves the money that they were supposed to when they were a child, or maybe they will, but like they always have that mindset. At the end of the day, it's just a percentage. For person B is 1%, but for person A, it could mean 80% of their salary, you know. So at the end of the day, we need to always look for these type of things. We need to see in a cold way when it comes to money, because no, we will have the same perception, and this is something that I need to learn a lot, like a lot. I need to learn, and emotionally speaking, you can always not have the same thing. Not always, because let's suppose this is a healthy couple instead of person A, person B. This is a person C and this is D. Person C and person D heal that wound that they have with their partner, like all partners, and they equally love and they equally give money and love. And not always we need to be related with money, all of the things, but at least give yourself the best possible that you can, even if you win whatever they win. And at the end of the day, it will be helpful. You know, at the end of the day, it will be helpful a little term. So, not always we need to be like the money. Sorry. Not always we need to give like Gucci things or bags. I don't know, bags or I don't know, more bags. Like gifts like that. Money is not always related to that. Money is also related to the gas thing that you can might have, and like a car thing related, car or other stuff that can happen to you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's not only related; it's always on the house. And most brain portray you the thing of like the fact that you need to buy them, so it will pretend to be rich, but it's not. Either way, I hope that you can understand that what is so important to me. But let's continue with the video. This is a juicy topic. Look always for both. Not always it will be like, oh my god, the first thing is the wallet, because everyone could have a big wallet but not a big heart. And at the end of the day, it's complicated. So yeah, it's always perception, and we didn't want that. We want emotional facts, because think about it, if someone doesn't have the ability emotional to handle the money that they have, maybe that's the reason why they always lose easily, and they need to work more harder, and they maybe need to do these things because they don't know how to handle. So yeah, give it time. But anyway, let's start this video with a simple question. I titled this video how to not be a gold digger, because I don't know, as women I feel like we always get into this box of like we care about somebody who have a thick wallet, but like at the end of the day I don't care. But that is not the line, just I will date somebody who, doesn't have no money at all. It's like they overtake in these misconceptions of like everything, and like I will deconstruct that, like how you can stop to being this way, how you can take charge over your energy again, like how you can start loving yourself first. And this will be for women and for men. So if you're a man, get on it. Get here, because we love also male energy here, right? But yeah, let's start this video. We'll give you some facts, psychological reasons maybe, and I will give examples with music, with cars, and stuff like that, okay? So first of all, I really want to tell you that I'm not a person who was a gold digger. I grew up in a house that was like no title, but like being a gold digger, being a blah blah blah. Because at the end of the day, wallets get done, money get expired, money changed, all of that. And even if I can read it, like I don't care at all. Like I don't care. The first thing that I saw in someone like, how much do you get? Is not that. It's not that deep. Like I don't like it. Like my thing that you need to have on mind to stop being a gold digger, it will be the quote of like, oh my gosh, they give it to me $1 million. Oh my gosh, they give it to me $2 million. Anyone could give it to you, even yourself. You can give that to yourself first. That is a different mindset that you need to have with you. But like, how to actually stop is getting on therapy and healing that inner child that you have in yourself, because psychologically speaking, most of people that are like a gold digger didn't have the financial freedom or didn't have the financial stability when they grew up. For a person that was raised with a lot of money and doesn't need a lot of money, and we're like feeling happy and satisfied with what they have already, but like wanting for more, it's okay. But for people that kind of have this illness and psychological that is being a gold digger, it's basically that they didn't have a lot of money at all. And this is going to be cruel. I'm so sorry for all girls that were like, oh man, but it's because of that you didn't give yourself the chance to actually nurture yourself financially. So that's why you're looking for mommy or the daddy of somebody who can give you that money, because you actually didn't give that to yourself. And even though your parents didn't give that to yourself, the first step is heal that wound that you have with yourself first and with the person that you were connected with, and so you can then align with someone who can actually not be aligned with that mindset as well. Because most people that really don't have the mindset of like being a gold digger are with people that have a lot of money, but they see everything transactional. So you need to take and pay attention to those signs. But really, psychologically speaking, I see so many rappers, so many singers. So I really been seeing so many rappers that were like kind of poor, because let's say in a cold way, they were poor financially speaking, and I think a little bit more emotionally, because they oftentimes were like kind of getting into the jewelry, kind of getting into this diamond. All of that we're talking about were diamonds, and they never were actually relying on the fact that you don't need to have a lot of things. And that's how you can see like a rapper properly, when they have a lot of money, when they have a lot of jewelry, when they have a lot of diamonds on their neck and everything about it, and that's how they see themselves to the world. But like inside there's so many rappers, but it's like a tiny percent of them that actually didn't rely on that a lot, and I think a good example that I can give it to you is the song of Brian Barnes, Priceless, because he actually get detached from the fact that you don't need diamonds, you don't need ring, you don't need any type of money. So that's what he had with the girl that he loves the most is more like fulfilling, is more priceless than anything else. Like, is that such a good definition of love? And I even need that cover, so we'll check that. Check that. But actually, is that the truth about it? About it, like, it's not that deep of like, oh my gosh, but like, you deconstruct yourself as a human being, as a girl, as a woman, as a man, because I've been seeing both cases, men and women that were like gold diggers and they were looking for somebody who can provide for them financial stability, and they were using their body as a change of coin, but that is actually not what we want, because at the end of the day you won't rely on these lies of like, if you don't love me enough, I will don't pay you that. Yeah, if you don't love me, I won't pay you that. And that's, I've been seeing a lot of drama. That's why I stopped watching drama for people that, were singers, that they often have this type of manipulation things, even in the music things relied on, like you actually were attached to that, and it's not the same looking for somebody that have those things like emotional fulfilling, like how is mature, is focused, is grounded, is wise, is self-control, and have everything done emotionally, but at the same time have, financial things on check, to actually be with somebody that also has just financial things on check, but emotionally it won't have that realized yet. And it's really hard, because to me, even though I've been asking myself like how these people like have this type of money, have this type of, but they actually were not fulfilling emotionally speaking, because at the end of the day I meet people who were like liars and like work with a lot of money, and they really were hitting to me, but like for people that, were having money but they also were fulfilling emotionally, but were having some habits that I didn't like, were never actually getting on me. And for people that, were like kind of having some money and they also kind of having, the emotionalness fulfilling, is not like actually something that I really would like expect most, but like I always know that it would be. So since I know one person that had those things fulfilled, or those things done, like emotionally speaking, and like financial things established, is when I was like, that is tea. That is actual tea. And that is, you need to apply for everyone, that you cannot always wait for like, oh my gosh, just emotion. Oh my gosh, it's just financial. You can never pick just one. You can pick two. And don't get the misconception that just because you are a man, just because you are a woman, you need to give a lot of money so you can replace what you don't have. Please, because for a man, that is a quote that goes around women that says that if a man gives you a lot of money because they want to, they want to replace the fact that they have that tiny. Or for women, that when they give you a lot of, it's because they want to replace that physical trait. So at the end of the day, you need to be always be honest with yourself and be true with yourself. Like, don't get relying on the fact that, I need to be this, I need to be that, I need to do, I need to do, because at the end of the day, all these things will not work on you, like truly. And if you want to start to maybe want to detach from the fact, I need to be there, I need to be there, you need to lack the fulfillment that you feel with material things to actual things that really matter. And don't hope, for my experience, don't hope that someday you will might find yourself in like a position where you know that money is gonna fix everything, but it actually is not true. Like, it cannot be fulfilling with the things that you might have on you. Even with my dad, that he was wanting to fulfill the emotional aspect with me by sending me gifts and stuff like that, and that is not actually what fulfill my soul. Like, it just fulfill maybe physical thing, but actually in my emotion aspect, it really didn't fulfill yet. It really didn't hit me. It really didn't fulfill me a lot. So when I detach from the fact also that maybe he care about me, but actually somebody who cares about you could go hand in hand, and for a woman, if you don't grow up with a lot of money, take the charge in you. Don't get reliant on the fact that as a woman you can gain money as man. You can, or as a man you can provide like another person did for another, because women love to compare you as a man, whether if you're a bi or whether you could be into. Women love to compare you so they could get what they want. Like honestly, I've been seeing all of these videos. Manipulation with money never worked on me, because at the end of the day, what I know it's about myself, and what I know is who I am, and I gave myself the chance to buy and purchase the thing that I like. Purchase, I don't know, my microphone, my piano, I don't know, my light, even this mug right here. The Yeah, I'm not really cold with money. I'm really cold. Like, if I see a wallet big, I remember one time that I was studying in a private college. Like, I just studied for a year. I quit for personal reasons, but like, I remember vividly being watching a man like being pulling his wallet open, his wallet with a lot of money. He was like, "Yeah, I work, blah, 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 that's my money," and I was like, "Fine, man, you're not getting impressed." What actually impressed me was the ability that he had with math, and how he can handle problems that he had, and also how he can get organized and good with his life and everything that he could ever do. Not this wallet that he had. Money can buy you experiences, not happiness. Like, money is the medium for experiences that you might have. For example, I will not be able to be here laying with another moth, because this moth have the capacity to keep your drink cold for 12 hours or like 32 hours, and if it's hot your drink, it can have the capacity to take that. If it's freeze, it have the capacity to keep that freeze. So that's what I purchased this malt. It's really cute. I love the color. My favorite color is blue. Like I was telling you, because of that, and spiritually, I've been learning to meditate, get all the things done, because as soon as you start to meditate and get deep down with yourself, you will know that in my religion, even though that is pantheism, we have a quote that says, "If your kinates is not fulfilled, you'll never look for it." And what it means is that sometimes I was, thinking about it more deeply, but I fulfill that fact on me, emotionally, and I fulfill that with someone at some point, and I genuinely, we didn't care at all the money that they had. I didn't care the situation that I was, or something like that. I was just deeply, fully in love of them, and at some point I was like, I hope that this moment will never end ever. But it ended eventually. But like, I never care about the financial thing. We never spoke about it, like how much money she had or something. But like, it was a good time to do reflection about it. I really care more about the fact, that she had values on social things also, and everything. So I genuinely hope that no matter what you wear, even now that I'm wearing this, it's just a decoration. Okay? See money, see things, see jewelry, see gold like decoration, so that can amplify on you. Don't see that is the one thing that will define me, is the one thing that I want to bring to the table, and that will make them like of me more. Because to be genuine and true with you, I rejected people that have money. No, I'm not talking 2 grand, 3 zeros, and that really didn't align at all. But 4 zeros or three, I can't remember, but like monthly, kind of. But like it didn't align to me because most of them were men, and I don't like men. I'm sorry, man. But like, it's not about that. Even the women that how you know money, but like, it was never on me. It was on the fact, the circumstances, goals, and all of that, and mindset that I had, or maybe values that I had, or maybe habits that I had that they were never aligned with me. So that was the kind of reason that get me to not be there. And what actually matters to you is that the emotional factor it could be on. So then the financial factor it could be hand in hand. As we'll say this an example to you. Let's say a straight couple, okay, women and men. If a man have emotional strength and have emotional control on himself, he will know how he can provide, and he will know how to handle the money that he has, and he will not jump right after when the woman is wanting to reject them, because the woman is getting out of self-control and they don't know what to do. And if she have enough capacity and emotional strength, she will know how to handle herself and tell the needs that she had. It could be emotional needs or financial needs without needing of manipulation or things like that. And at the end of the day, both parties could do like a agreement where they maybe support each other financially and emotionally and understand their needs without needing these tactics. And they will not jump into giving $10,000 if they leave me, giving you a Rolex, giving you that, because it happens to me whenever I had an argument with my dad, or whenever he did something that it really broke me, that he always bring me, I don't know, a gift or something, and I know that was made it with guilt, not made it with love, not made it with care. And for people that love gifting, it's okay, but know that it won't come from the energy, it will not come with the feeling of guilt, or feeling judged, or feeling rejection, feeling that you have the fault or something. Will genuinely come because you genuinely love someone, and you genuinely care about them. So I even don't remember being supporting this one artist that was doing audios on like relaxation, like ASMR things, and I genuinely was just wanting to support, like in a level of like support and love and care. I really didn't want him to do like, I hope that you will not. I just was genuinely was able to spend the money that I have for that, and the same for other people as well. So yeah, Monkyvers, I hope that you could really understand me, and not every type of person I think this story would be like the song of like many, or the song of Rihanna, girl, gotta get my money, give me. It's just financial factors. It's just work in that sense. But your song, when you were wanting to love, actually, and you want not, to combine this thing, actually, it could be maybe Priceless by Brian Barnes. Maybe that, you know, because you can have that established, but it can go hand in hand as well. And I hope you can understand it. And thank you so much for watching this video. And this is my body, please accept it, get along with it, and I don't know, have a good day. Bye. Bye. Work in the establishment also. Work really hard. I don't know, get yourself a work that could feel fulfilling to you, but like it will be something that could give you money, but it won't disrespect your like your norms that you have with yourself, your limits, and learn to gain that money, and at least once a month or once every week, because I start to do like week by week, like giving that treatment to myself that I was hoping for, and giving to me the establishment that I was wanting. Week by week I will always give me like a little treat, and then I moved to like once a month, once a month, once a month, and I finish it up with like once a month, once a month, once a month. Just give it to me, this type of treats that I was wanting for, somebody to give it to me, maybe romantically, maybe my father figure, or maybe whatever figure. But like I was always hoping for. So then I, was like, wait, I can actually buy that for me. I can actually buy for me. And that's it. Like you, slowly, slowly, slowly are detaching from the fact that like that, and I start to look forward to emotional factors, and like, no, you don't have that on. And you don't have that also done yet. And even though no one is perfect at this time, like no one, even though myself, I struggle when I get into the tea, I get into the talk, I really cannot stop. Sometimes get me late at night, but if I want to quit it, I quit it. But I know when and how. So once a month, I think I can maybe rely into the tea, but it won't happen anymore. But like that, it can happen with you. Be patient with yourself, take the charge in yourself, and yeah. Thank you so much. Love you. Have a good day. Bye.